Here is a very interesting question on sequences. Question 5. How many multiples of 6 are there in between 20 and 6000? Think and try to solve it yourself. Question 6. Determine the recursive formula for the sequence described by Tn equals to 2 times n minus 1. So general formula is given to you and you need to find out the recursive formula. I hope you remember what recursive formula is. It relates the next term with the previous terms. Okay. Now, try to answer the questions. I'll give you answers now. So you can stop the video here, and once you're ready, then check it out. Okay. Question 5. How many multiples of 6 are there in between 20 and 6000? Well, it's kind of tricky. So what you can do is, you can find how many multiples of 6 are there in 6000 and then take away the number of multiples which are there in 20. But how will you find the number of multiples in 6000? Well, you can divide 6000 by 6. So if I do that, 6000 divided by 6 gives me 1000. So there are 1000 multiples of 6 from 1 to 6000. How many are there between 20? So with 20 we get 20 divided by 6 is 3 whole numbers and something positive. Okay, so at least 3, right? So when we want from 20 to 6000, we'll take away this 3 from here. So if I take away 3 from 1000, I get 1000 minus 3. So 3 less than 1000 is 997, correct? So there are 997 multiples of 6 between 20 and 6000. So I hope you understand the method of doing it. It's like a thinking problem, right? Once you know the strategy, you can solve similar questions very easily. Let's move on to question 6. Determine the recursive formula. Recursive formula is a formula which relates one term with the previous terms, right? So we will write Tn equals to Tn minus 1 plus minus what, right? Like that. Described by this formula. General method to solve this is better to write down your term numbers and the terms. Once you get them, then you can relate term number with the value and see how it goes. Okay, let's see what is T1. So T1 for us is, if I put 1, 1 minus 1 is 0, 0 times anything is 0. And how about T2? 2 minus 1 is 1, 1 times 2 is 2. T3, 3 minus 1 is 2, 2 times 2, 4. T4, 4 minus 1 is 3, 3 times 2, 6. T5, 5 minus 1, 4, 4 times 2 is 8. So we see it is going up by 2, right? So recursive formula is written in terms of previous terms. So we say, so one we have to give at least value to 1. In this case, we can say, well, let T1 equals to 0, right? So this is the starting point which you have to always give in recursive formula, because recursive formula relates your terms with the previous terms, so at least one value. Sometimes it could be more than one value also, right? And then we can say T of n equals to T of n minus 1, and it goes up by 2 plus 2. So that correct equals to T2 minus 1 is 1 plus 2, which gives us 1 is 0. So 0 plus 2 is 2. So we get 2, correct? Now T3 will be 3 minus 1 is 2. So we get T2 plus 2, right? And T2 we just calculate as 2, right? So we write 2 plus 2 and we get 4, correct? Similarly, we can check T4. So T4 is T3, 4 minus 1 plus 2. T3 is 4 for us. 4 plus 2 and we get 6. So that is how the recursive formula works. Therefore, our answer is Tn equals to Tn minus 1 plus 2. Okay, thank you.